This isn't gonna work well.
It's fun.
Sometimes he's naughty. Sometimes he's nice. But every time he's Dirt Guy. It's Dirt Guy Drive Time with your host, Dirt Guy.
Welcome to Dirt Guy Drive Time, or soon to be renamed Dirt Guy Fly Time. I'm flying home right now, just like yesterday. I haven't touched the brakes once, and it's good news and bad news. Good news is I'm flying home, woo, to get to my hot babe, my hot railroad, and some cold beer. But bad news is that means a lot of folks are staying at home. Now, most of the people that are staying at home right now are people that can stay home. Not everyone is, though. I went in to get my Starbucks 2 days in a row, and the place was a ghost town. I just pick up my mobile order and walk out. That's bad news, baby. But, you know, where I'm kind of at on the deal, and I don't want to spend a whole series of episodes on COVID-19, although it is kind of the thing right now. It's the big thing. And there you got two choices. You can just put your head in the sand and assume it's going to be okay. Or you can be concerned that the company you work for is going to go, well, the government won't let you go to work, so you got to stay home. Oh, by the way, we can't pay you to stay home. No money for you, Steve. But the good news is the government's going to give us some money. And the bad news is it's like $1,000. Here's your $1,000. What the I need more than $1,000 to get through life. So in trying to do my job today as best I can, and we'll get to that maybe in a minute. In trying to do that, I'm also sitting trying to process this surreal thing that's happening. I feel like the aftermath of 9/11, where the future was so uncertain. Where what if this was the beginning of an invasion from the commies or something? I don't know. And you know, it's kind of hard to just keep calm and rail on, which, by the way, is a shirt I put out on my Teespring store. I also put out Keep Calm and Steam on, and very, very pleased with those. I'm going to try to come up with a couple new designs every month. Just throw them up there. You want them, get them. If you don't, I'm having fun making them, so there you go. Plus, if I sell a few of them, they give me a free sample, and so I get something I want. Nah, it's awesome. But anyway, watching the government talking about how, let's see, they'll, if you file your tax return on time, boom, you get the money, boom, like that. And, if you owe taxes, they're going to give you time to pay it. You don't have to hit the deadline. They're going to give you like 90 days to soften the blow. All right, that's cool. They're doing what they can. I think I heard the Secretary of the Treasury saying, though, that they've been authorized to print another up to $1 trillion. And you know, the thing is, that sounds awesome. Great, they're going to make more money. Problem is, that lowers the value of each one you're holding in your hand. So it doesn't really mean anything to me. Nah, maybe it does. Maybe if they printed up $1 trillion and they sent me 10 grand of it. Nah, 10 grand's 10 grand, I guess. None of these measures are going to help in the long run. They're Band-Aids. And again, I said in a comment, I think the cure is worse than the disease. I think they're trying to stop this virus now, dead in its tracks, by taking decisive action. Putting me on the street seems pretty decisive. Yeah, so I was contemplating that today and talking about it with my team. If the government tells us, like they did in San Francisco, that we've got to stay home, we can't go to work unless we can work from home, and you can't as a superintendent. You can't build a job, you can't be on the job. So our company, as much as they love us and they're good people, they ain't made out of money. So what happens when they go, you know, it's been a couple of weeks, we don't have the money to keep paying you people to sit at home. Then what happens? I'm gonna move in with Norman Rowe. That's what's gonna happen. Norman, you got extra room for like me, the first lady, some terriers, big ass model railroad. I'll split it with you. It'll be fun. Oh, and I need a place for my beer fridge too. Don't forget the beer fridge. So anyway, Norman, think about that. Norman's local. Well, Kevin Hopper, Kevin, you're local too. Maybe I could put the railroad at your place and everything else at my place, and then I'll come over after work, we'll hang out, run the trains, work on my railroad, and then I'll go home to the First Lady. Now, No, Kevin, that won't work. You're just going to have to keep the railroad. Here, I'll give it to you until I find a place to live again when I can afford it. Our credit's going to go to crap. We're going to, because here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop paying on my credit cards. Boom, done. Suck it. I'm going to let my personal truck get repossessed because I have a company truck. Well, nope. That doesn't make sense because if they let me go, I don't have the company truck. And I don't have a personal truck. Well, we'll split the wife's discovery. There you go. Yeah, just contingency plans. I don't, is it just me or is it like, there's something called the deep state. Have you heard this? I gathered this today while doing some conspiracy theory research. The deep state. The deep state's kind of like the government within the government. They don't really get elected. They just do their thing. They don't really give a crap about the people. They just do what they're going to do. And, so the deep state found a redwood pine cone. Those are the big ones. They found a big pine cone. And then they said, all right, people, we've got one for everybody. Stand in line. Insert, ouch, insert, ouch. Oh, how do you give a whole country a pine cone at once? Oh my God, what world do we live? What era are we in? Maybe it's better to just die. I don't know. No, that's not better. So, amidst all of that, all the, what's going on? I don't even know. Oh, by the way, there's some research that, or some reports that an actual American doctor, against everybody's orders, took the COVID virus, which was somewhat benign and containable prior to this breakout, and he weaponized it. Boom! And then it got loose in China because he was in collaboration with a Chinese lab. So, yeah, them little China boys, they just can't keep a virus to themselves, I guess. So, thank you, Chinese people. Appreciate your help on that one. Woo! Weaponized virus. Who even thinks of that? Sick people. Well, and now I'm gonna lose my house over it. Thanks again. So work. So I'm trying to process all that, right, and figure out, which one of my subscribers my entire clan's gonna move in with, and where I'm gonna put the railroad, and where I'm gonna put the beer fridge. I'm trying to figure out where to put all that. And I'm still trying to get my job done. And I was trying to have a conversation with one of my staff today, trying to remind them that their job is to make sure X, Y, and Z does not happen, or it happens correctly. And they're like, yeah, I agree with you. They messed up. What I'm saying is you need to check their work to make sure that we find that they messed up before we've gone too much further along. Copy? Yep, you're right. They sure messed up. Not quite tracking with me on that one, frankly. What I'm trying to say is you need to check their work and be sure it's accurate before we cover everything with drywall, texture, and paint. And lath the outside of the building. Got black paper, it's all on the outside of the building. Find out, got a window leaking. You got light fixtures that aren't in the right place. I walked, there's what, 38 rooms? Something like 40 rooms on the 4th floor, guest rooms. I walked to every one of them and there weren't a room without some problem that needed to be fixed before I went paint on the room. Yep. Because I'm too busy to go walk those rooms. I'm too busy being a project manager. Which, by the way, I'm relatively certain, now that I say that, I'm pretty certain if my company had to send me home to work from home, I could do quite a bit of what I do without actually being on the job site. I think I could. For a while, anyway. Eventually, I need the job as the fuel source. But I'm so freaking far behind now, it'll probably take me 2 weeks just sitting at home to make up for it. So, maybe it's not a big deal. On the other hand, it's probably a big deal. I think I'm going to get hosed. So, hey, look at, I'm going on a transition road that's way further down the line from when I normally shut the camera off. Still no traffic. Have you noticed that? Oh, shit, I'll be home in 20 minutes. That's amazing. Yeah, so work wasn't going so good for me today. I got people that mess things up, and then they say, I tell them they need to fix it, and they say, well, who's going to pay me to fix it? Can you believe that? There's 3 subs that do that to me. Well, who's going to pay me to fix it? You did it wrong. Or they say, well, you told me to do it that way. Why the hell would I tell you to do it wrong, dumbass? Nah, I don't know. So the good news is, at the end of this rainbow right now, when I get home, I'm getting home to my safe place with Cindy Brown, the queen of everything, my 4 terriers, my 2 cats, yes, including Philip the cat, and my model railroad, and then all the comments from you guys. So, you know, it's a vlog, and you get what you get, and that's what you're getting on this one. Not a whole lot of anything but talking about this damn virus. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm feeling scratchy in the throat right now. I think I better hang up before I get you sick. Anyway, hey, thanks for tuning in with me for another Dirt Guy Drive Time. My name is Steve Brown, and file for unemployment.